After you hit the Edit with Cornerstone button, what you're going to do is hit Templates and insert this Villa listing template. Now that the content is inside of the template, what you can do to change this is simply click anywhere on the page on the content that you wish to change. On the left-hand side, you can see that it automatically pulls up your content on the text column or tab. You can also see that there are lines of code mixed in with the actual content, which can be a little bit intimidating and scary to edit. To switch to an easier view to edit, simply hit Visual, and now you can see all of those lines of code is now not visible on the screen. I recommend that you use visual instead of text to edit, so you make sure that you do not delete any of these lines of code. They're very important. You do not have to change any of these lines of code, being that I have already adjusted them to the template, so it's easy for you to edit and you only need to concentrate purely on the content. Now, you may see on the Google aspect that this is not showing on the back end. This is totally fine, and it's a bug that the developers are working out, but it is visible on the front end, so you don't have to worry about that. Never change the Google API key. What you are going to change is the latitude and longitude. You do not need to change zoom. You will also change the name of the marker and match up the latitude and longitude that you entered in here. You can click on the Google tutorial to learn more about that. Now, let's say you would like to edit and the villa has more than 4 rooms or 4 bathrooms or whatever. To add more columns, this builder is an easy drag and drop. So click on the content, hit duplicate, drag that here. Same with these lines of content. Keep adding and so forth. Now let's say you have one too many pieces of content like so. To delete items, simply hit delete. Now let's say that this villa were to have more than 8 given rooms. To add more columns, simply click on a piece of content, and then you'll notice up here you have column, row, and section. To add more columns, click row. Hit manage layout, and down here you can add more rows. To add 6 rows, say if it had 12 rooms, you were to go to custom. Now this is just like math and fractions. So to have 6, we're going to do like so. And you can see it added 2 more columns. Now down here for the amenities, say that they do not have as much as amenities. It's just as before, you can delete what's not needed, or say you want to replace an icon. These are in block grid, so this is block grid item 1, block grid item 2. To change this icon, we're going to hit block grid item 1. This is the icon in code. So if it looks scary to you again, hit text or visual, excuse me, and you can see the icon there. Now to replace it, simply delete, hit this media button, and I have organized all the icons for you if you search by icon here. As you can see, there are tons of icons here for us to enter. So say they had a garage or something, insert into post. And now you can see the icon is there. Same with the elements here. Now to change the image in the back of this column here, what you are going to have to do, if you clicked on the element, you see you clicked on the gap, so you're going to hover over to column. I have implemented a line of code into the column to let it know to bring up the image. Now to change the image, you do not need to change anything in here but the following, which is the URL, image URL. You're going to delete everything in between the two quotes. And as you can see, the image has disappeared in the back. To add the appropriate image you want, the most easiest, fastest, and non-confusing way would be to do as so. Hover up over here, click on the block. This brings up elements. Type in image. You can drag and drop it, but you will also delete this when you're done. So click on the element. Say you wanted to add this image in the back of the column. URL. You want to copy and paste this. You're not going to do anything. You're going to close it. And we're going to close that again too. That was just simply to get the URL of the image we wanted to. So you're going to click on column. We're going to go back down, quotes, paste that in, and as you can see, it's in the back now. Always remember to save your work at the end.